What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Summer Career Mode. It's episode number 30. The Royals are rolling. Yep, no losses in our last 6 in all competitions. We've also won 5 on the trot as well. Right now in the Premier League, just about in a European spot. I don't think we're going to catch the Magpies. 10 games to go, 9 points behind them. But 5th, 6th, 4th, 7th, definitely a strong possibility. But some strong teams just below us on the table. And today, returning with more games in the league, we're kicking off with this. And we're diving straight into it. FA Cup quarter-final away against the championship side, West Bromwich Albion at the Hawthorns. We have been so lucky in the FA Cup. We've been drawn against EFL sides all the way to the quarters, and we could reach the semi-finals for the 3rd time in Reading's history with a win here in the Black Country and Wembley Place for the first time of the day. Let's dive straight into it. West Brom away, our first game today with Wembley on the line. Come on, you Royals. I feel very confident, don't get me wrong, but despite that being the case, I've still picked a very strong lineup, taking no chances as Garev plays a great through ball, and Harvey gives us the perfect start. And you know, I said this in the last episode, it is no coincidence that our form tanked and took a nosedive when Gruev got his injury, and since he's returned, we've been a better team. We're so much better, man. His range of passing cannot be understated. Perfect slip through ball, Harvey with a great first touch, the finish even better. West Brom behind, Reading in front, 12 minutes in, and this is why I picked a strong lineup. Taking no chances, making sure we make Wembley today. Oh, Karev wins it back again. This Bulgarian. I think I said this before, I don't think I'd ever signed a Bulgarian player before. At least I can't think of one. In any career mode I've done, let alone just career modes this year. But... oh, yes! He's definitely the best, if not the only one. But Amdouni fires in from range. It is 21 minutes in, and it's a perfect start of the Hawthorns. Colin Grant skips away from the skipper. And his pass cut out right. Oh, come on, Panzo. And his pass deflects and into the path of Swift was the easiest finish of his career. How on earth did that happen there? That is ridiculous, man. Colin Grant's pass cut out, and then... oh, come on. Get out of the way, captain. Dear, oh dear. 10 to go. I think we'll be alright, but even so, clean sheet going in comical circumstances. Well, a gift given to the hosts. I suppose it's only customary when they've welcomed us into their home. But in the end, didn't really matter one bit. Clean sheet might have gone for Bennett, and our clean sheet streak after 6 games is now over. That's such a disappointing way to end it as well. 6 clean sheets in a row and then ended in comical fashion. But as Harvey wraps it up, that will do it. The Royals are going through to the semi-finals and our first Wembley appearance of the save with the 2-goal cushion restored in stoppage time. Yep, season 4, our first time in a final for a domestic cup. And we've been very lucky to get here as well. I'll be the first to admit it. EFL sides all the way to Wembley. But no one remembers the journey. All they care about is the destination. Wembley, baby. Book your ticket, book your hotel. We're going to the capital. Say book your hotel. It's not that far away from Berkshire, but even so. Controversial here, by the way. Controversial take. Oh, it's Bolton Wanderers are in the semis if we've got them. Norwich, oh my goodness, there's 2 EFL sides remaining, and it will be either one of those 2 or Chelsea versus Man City. It's been a tournament for the underdogs here, so maybe the conditions are right for Reading to go all the way. But it's controversial, but I've always believed that the FA Cup semis should be played at neutral venues, like they used to be able to, like they used to be back in the day. Anyway, semi-final, here we go. Oh, please give me Bolton Wanderers. Go on. It's not, but it is going to be one of the other EFL sides remaining. Norwich in the final 4 who overcame West Ham. Man City beat Chelsea in a 7-goal thriller. And the luck we've had in this cup run is ridiculous, man. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. When I've been lucky, I'll hold my hands up and accept it. We have faced EFL sides every single round, and now going all the way to the semis, we've got one again. Norwich, the Canaries in the final 4. Bring them on. Wow, and look at that. First manager offer of the save. We've been actually seeing this a lot more frequently in my career mode since the turn of the new year. And fair play, can I just say as well? fair play to EA, because we said this before, it needs to be a more regular occurrence when you are a, perceivably young manager progressing throughout their career and doing tremendous things, like we are with Reading. In 4 years, we've taken them from the third tier to an FA Cup semi-final place and possibly into Europe as well. That's ridiculous. So no surprise we'll be given a drop offer like this, but I'm not against leaving Reading at some point, I'll be totally honest here, but not until we've won them a major honour. And we've got a chance now in the FA Cup as well. Heck of an offer, one of the biggest sides in Italy, but of course, we're turning it down. Come back to me in about a couple of years, I'd say. Right, back to matters in the league, and after 6 wins in a row in all competitions, we really need to keep this run going. Following contest, Fulham, 10 to go. A win here could put us into 6th. And don't forget, because Leicester won the Carabao Cup, it's only now top 6 European places. 7th won't get you there, I believe, or at least it shouldn't. Even so, Fulham at home, our following contest. Back in the league, come on you Royals. Yeah, so we saw it last season. Newcastle United finished in 7th place. Now, ordinarily, that is a Conference League spot. But because of the fact Manchester United, who finished below them in the table, ended up winning the FA Cup, that meant that Newcastle this season, as we know, are not playing in Europe. And so, great build-up, just couldn't roll through Asprilla. So that's why Newcastle this year aren't in Europe despite finishing in 7th. And so that means, again, with Leicester winning the Carabao Cup, it should only be top 6 that gets us a European spot. But with career mode, you just never know. I mean, I'll never forget there was a season I did in my Huddersfield Town career mode where I finished in 5th place and I went into the Champions League. I mean, and the thing is, that's not even the only example I can give you of qualification being completely mucked up, if you will, by EA. So yeah, 7th now probably shouldn't give us European football, but it's still mine. We won't know until next season if we do stay where we are right now, which is 7th. But then again, we're in the FA Cup semis as well. If we were going all the way to win that, a very big ask, of course, but that would also give us European football. So let's not even think about it, man. There's a lot of football to be played between now and the end of the season. Just, what do we always say, Doxy boy? Concentrate on the task at hand. Task at hand here, 3 points against Fulham. Perfect start, 1-0. Lukic through the gap. What a ball that is, and Koulibaly isn't going to miss that. That is a fantastic ball by Lukic, and a clinical finish as well, and instantly Fulham back on level terms. Well, again, we know this is how form can go when you are rolling, when you're shutting the door on everyone. Every game you go into, you feel as though you keep another clean sheet. Once you've conceded once, then the floodgates, wouldn't necessarily say start to open, but you do tend to get breached a little bit more quickly. Daichi Kamada shut down by Asprilla, and I see Anderson in the middle. Oh, flick. And finish as well. Anderson this season in his debut year for us has been absolutely fantastic. And it's Amdouni who gets another as well. He's been a streaky scorer for us this season, Zeki, but he's still been a hell of a lot better than Bukhari was last season. We certainly made the right call in selling Osman and bringing in a new number 9. 2-1, lead restored. And there it is. I asked him to get me 10 goals this season. He's just got it. 10 in 22. Oh, that's well done, Tapia. And it's got to be. And it will be. Oh, yeah. Asprilla with a Thierry Henry-esque little finish. And that gives the 2-goal cushion. 3-1 up. Fulham caught napping, trying to play out from the back. And Asprilla makes it 3-1. Yeah, might have conceded, but I still felt confident. Reading right now are just on an absolute roll. Haynes to Bond. And now Femi. And Anderson, who's enjoyed a fantastic debut year for us, gets on the run, rolls through Asprilla, who should make it 4. Oh, the finish, absolutely glorious. As Wilhelmer gets another assist, Asprilla gets another goal, and Reading are going to get another win. We are absolutely flying right now. And I know I keep saying this, and it is something I need to stop always banging on about, but it just goes to show you the overpoweredness of form. When you're going through it, it just feels as though you're never going to win again. And when you're winning in a row, you just feel like every game you're going to absolutely destroy your opponent, whoever you're taking on. Form is a real thing. We see it. Like it should be in the game. I don't deny that at all, but it just needs to be toned down slightly. If I was in charge, if only, that's what I would do. I keep form in the game, but I would tone down the effectiveness of it. It's just a bit too strong. No ball through, and oh wow, it's 4-2. 88 minutes in, it's too late for a Fulham comeback, but defensively, well, we're not slowing down in terms of wins, and that's great, but defensively, we definitely are, and this will need to be improved upon if we are to stay where we are right now, which is in the top 7. Only way we stay here is by continuing to win, but in order to do that, we'll have to tighten up our defense, because that has taken a step back. 3 points, winning run continues, but we've got to tighten up. And yeah, I'd definitely say top 7 now is looking incredibly likely. 6 clear of Liverpool and have the game in hand, a better goal difference as well. Following contest though, tough one away at Goodison Park on Tuesday night. Everton, Sean Dyche's side, where to be fair, we're only 6 points off the top 4 now, but try not to think about it too much. What I'm thinking about is 5th and 6th instead. In order to get there, we need to keep on winning. Following game is indeed Everton away. Come on, you Royals. Of course, for next season onwards, as we know, Everton will be at their new stadium, the Bramley Moor Dock. I've been past it a few times in the train when I've been on Merseyrail in Liverpool, and it looks impressive. I must say, it looks impressive, and it'll be cool to see them move into a new build. But of course, a shame that Goodison, such a historic old ground with a real old school feel, as we know, will oh, good save by the Hungarian Galaxy, no longer be with us. And it's a shame that I've been privileged to have visited so many iconic grounds within the United Kingdom. It's a shame that, put it this way, unless this season we get drawn against Everton, I should say Millwall get drawn against Everton away, FA Cup 3rd round, I'd love that. I don't think I'll get the chance to visit, unfortunately, and watch a game there. True old school ground with an old school feel. But everything moves on in time, including Everton's aspirations of playing at a new stadium. Tired legs, lots of rotation, and in the end just weren't able to will ourselves over the line. Our winning run comes to an end, whilst it was nice to get a clean sheet on the board after none in our last 2 and remain undefeated. A point here or there at this stage of the season could be crucial, or it could cost us. Just a draw in the end, and I want to see as well, did Bindon go down? I'm pretty sure in the top left I saw he was injured. A little bit worried about that. Just want to see as we go back to the main menu whether Bindon actually got an injury there, because I didn't see any during the phase of players. Frankly, Liverpool did us a favour there by holding Chelsea, though Spurs did win. Did he get a knock somewhere? Yeah, he must have done. And oh my god, he pulled his quad. So he must have pulled up off the ball. I didn't see it, but the skipper is now done for not all of the season, but most of the running and all of this April, including the FA Cup semi as well. That is a massive blow. That must happen off the ball there. Yep, that is a massive blow. Because I do want to end on an FA Cup semi-final today, but he will not be featuring, and he won't feature in this game either. Following game, back home for this one against Wolves, aiming to return to winning ways here. Now 5 behind Chelsea and 8 behind Newcastle as well, in 5th place now. I don't see us getting into the top 4, 10 behind Spurs, even with 2 games in hand, but we'll need to win, I'd say, at least 6 of our remaining 8 to even make the top 6. Let's start off here with Wolves at home. Come on, you Warriors. Still deadlocked at 0-0 as we approach the final 5 of the first half. Tough first half too. Haven't created anything as of yet. And it's McGree and Shirkin. Some nice interplay on the left-hand side, link up. Come on, someone get on the end of this. Oh, it's going to drop to Aziz! Totally unintentional, but we will take it. Femi Aziz at the far post. That is why you always need to be aware when you're inside the 18-yard area, because you just never know if there's a ricochet or a deflection, or the ball just goes all the way through to you. You've got to be aware, man. Ball into Amdouni, misses everyone, and there's Aziz at the far post, unmarked, onside, finishing. Was it through the legs of the keeper? No, but just past him into the back of the net. A little bit lucky, but we'll take it. Reading strike first right before the break. Yeah, it's why it's kind of drilled into you in junior football to always be alert when the ball is getting played into that area, because you just never know what's going to happen. Again, it might deflect, ricochet off a teammate or an opponent. There's great block by Haynes there, keeps it at 1-0. Or, like in that case there, it just carries all the way through. You think someone's going to touch it and no one does. I can think of a couple of goals I conceded when I was a kid playing in goal, which were embarrassing, really. Like, a cross will come in, I think someone's going to get it, no one does, and it just goes all the way across, and, well, once or twice, ends up straight in the back of my own net. Even so, great look by Owen Haynes, saying, don't worry about the captain, I'll take over, as we still lead him And as things stand, he needs to grind this out, but not able to. Great finish past Bennett. Wolves with the leveller. Karev to Bond. And... oh, please, 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 surely. Come on! Reading, bailed out right to the end by Amdouni. Cannot afford back-to-back slip-ups if we are to sneak in to the top 6. Reggie, he'll be wearing that armband between now and most of the rest of the season, and he's just got the assist for the game winner. Amdouni turns his man with the ball roll. Clean finish into the bottom corner. Reading leave it late, but will return to winning ways. Massive 3 points pulled out at the end. Oh, no, 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 come on, don't throw this away. Shot blocked. Oh, no, no, no. Pedro Neto, oh, I don't believe it. Wolves snatch a point with the final kick of the game. Just one of those moments where, well, what do we always say? Luck will balance itself out. We got it for the Femi Aziz goal. Definitely didn't there. Shot deflects, but straight into the path of Pedro Neto, who drills it past Haynes for the leveller. And Bennett as well, of course. 2-2. Wolves pulling out a point. Is indeed back-to-back slip-ups. It's not going to cut it. Yep, 4 points behind Chelsea. Worst goal difference record. 7 behind the Magpies. So we're not going to catch Spurs now. 12 behind, even with 2 games in hand. But, I mean, even 7th is still not guaranteed. Only 4 clear of Liverpool and 6 clear of Aston Villa, who are our penultimate opponents today. We'll do 2 more. This will be our final game in the Premier League before that FA Cup semi-final. And a tough one, Aston Villa away at Villa Park. And after back-to-back games without a win, what a tough contest here to try and return to winning ways in without the captain and starting to slow down. Need a heck of a resilient performance here from the Royals. Let's see if we can return to winning ways and keep our top 6 dreams alive. Come on, you Royals. Reading starting to slow down and struggle. We knew it was going to happen at some point. We weren't going to be on that winning run all the way to the end of the season, unfortunately. So we knew we were going to start to slow down at some point. But the question is, now we're in this poor patch of form. The captain is down injured. Who's going to be the guy out there that says, okay, guys, we're struggling. We're missing our leader. Don't worry about it. I've got us. Who's going to be that guy? Who's going to be the hero that Reading need right now to get us through to our first ever FA Cup final in club history and get us into Europe for next season as well? Who's going to be the leader out there? I must say, you see in the top left there, and a reminder of our next fixture being an FA Cup semi-final. If there was ever a time for a cup set, it'll be right now. Reading struggling, really slowing down, and possibly about to have our first loss in a while. And no wins in 3 as well. The ex-Chelsea man, Nicholas Jackson, fires Villa in front. It's not undeserved. And Reading are tanking. And the Canaries are thinking, if not now, then when? This is just not going to cut it. As Femi just couldn't get past Romagnoli. Anderson wins it back. Amdouni. Espria couldn't pull the trigger. We are really struggling. Goals have dried up. The wins have dried up. And it is all going wrong right when it matters the most. Reggie shot blocked and just couldn't get the rebound. Can you believe it? Vice captain almost to the rescue. Instead, Villa hold on. They cut the gap. And we were dreaming of top 6. We might not even get top 7. Our unbeaten run ends. And I have to say, I don't think we're going to beat Norwich on this run. I don't think we're going to beat Norwich. No wins in our last 3. And the cup set on the cards. We are absolutely choking it. Yep, if there was ever a time for an epic cup set and a championship side making the final for the first time in a long time, it is right now. Bolton face Man City in the other semi. You expect Guardiola's side to make that through comfortably, but based on our form right now, I don't expect this to be a comfortable passage to the final, even though we are a tier above. Taking on the Canaries. No wins in our last 3. No goals in 2 of the last 3. And missing the captain as well. We need something special to put out of the bag here at Wembley in order to avoid the cup set. Norwich at Wembley as you try and make the FA Cup final for the first time in club history and not have an epic bottle job. Come on, you Royals. Yeah, it's a good Norwich team as well. You got Liam Gibbs, Sorensen, Zolis, Adam Ida's leading the line. They've got two of our former players, of course, lest we forget. Sam Smith and Lewis Wing. Only the former is on the bench for this game, though. Wing not in the match day squad at all. But, yeah, it's a good team. So it's a solid championship side. And, like I said, because of our form recently, yes, we're favourites. Yes, we're the strongest side. But not by much. He just couldn't pull the trigger. Come on, fast start needed today. Pressure either bursts pipes or makes diamonds, as we know. Oh, I don't believe it. And right now, it's flooding at Medeski, but we're getting drenched at Wembley. I said they got a good team. This is one of their best. Zolis with the finish. Norwich in front, and I'm not one bit surprised. We're in free fall, we are tanking, and we are behind to the championship side at Wembley. Norwich in front. Don't panic. Do not panic. It's 29 minutes into a long afternoon. Ah, come on. But struggling to break down Norwich, that's the problem right now. Just really struggling to get chances. Yeah, we'll have that. Long way to go, but we've got to be more assertive, man. We've got to be more imposing. Yes, we're in poor form. We're still the better team out there. There's that corner. He's headed on by Haynes. What a time to get your first goal as a professional footballer. Out of the Reading Academy, Owen Haynes levels it, an unlikely hero. No captain, no problem as Reggie wins it back. Oh, ref, come on! This is how you know I'm struggling, man. Like, seriously, we're taking on a championship side. And I'm getting annoyed at decisions like that. That's how you know I'm feeling the pressure. 45 minutes to go. This could go either way. Didn't want the half-time whistle to come because finally starting to assert ourselves, and that kind of kills a bit of momentum and rhythm. But it's alright. Second half underway. And if we can get Amdouni a clear-cut chance. That's what I need. I need to get our number 9, like a clear opportunity. If he gets it, I guarantee he'll finish. And that might end up being a difference maker. But at the moment, I'm just struggling to get him through on goal. As Nibs plays a cracking ball out wide. Reggie will win us a corner. And with 35 on the clock, yep, Royals have definitely got momentum on their side now. Scored from a corner in the first half. As Panzo fires it just wide. Corner, Reading, 17 to go. Can we find that winner, or is extra time on the cards? And it goes Amdouni denied. What a save Angus Gunn. Nibs. Haynes. Aziz. McCree. Riley McCree. The Aussie does it again. How many times has this guy come up big for me? Excellent save by Angus Gunn. We recycle possession. Femi to Riley. And the Aussie has surely sent us to Reading's first ever FA Cup final. Decided to put him in for a spree pre-game. Big call, big decision, big payoff. And the reason I did that is because he literally, whenever he's on the... Haynes went in. Oh, let me concentrate. Yes, Haynes again. Whenever he's on the pitch, he puts in a good shift, man. And Reading now just trying to hang on. Adam Ida, back heels. Bond is there. And I think that's going to do it. Yep, not enough time. That's going to do it. Not enough time. And in stoppage time, Aziz will just go to the corner because that is going to do it. Reading, not at their best. But come through with the win as Angus Gunn denies us the dagger with the final kick. It is over. It is not convincing, but it is a win pulled out of the bag coming from behind. That's how you know we're struggling, having to pull it out of the bag against the championship side. But for the first time in the save, we go into a cup final. For for the first time in club history. Reading are there, and we got the Australian to thank for it as well. Reading are into their first ever FA Cup final. And we shall end by seeing who we will take on in that Oh, wow! It's not going to be Bolton Wanderers, is it? Surely not. I don't believe it! Bolton Wanderers win a 7-goal thriller. I will take them on in the final. This is something they do need to look into though, man. Well, two things. One, cup sets are too frequent nowadays in career mode. We see it far too often. But secondly, why are the semi-finals both played on the same day? Why are we both playing on the Saturday? What happened? Did we play the game first and then Bolton Man City took to the field directly afterwards? But we Bolton Wanderers in the final. And listen, we've had some quite bad luck in this save. This is the luckiest thing ever. EFL sides all the way to the final. And in the final as well. What a platinum opportunity to win our first ever major honour. Surely we can't bottle that. And that'll do it for today's episode of the Summer Career Mode as well, guys. So big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I will return in the next one, the penultimate episode of Season 4, where we'll play our final 6 league games. But it's still a very slim chance at a Champions League spot. But definitely 5th and 6th, still definitely on the cards. And we'll save that FA Cup final against the Championship side, Bolton Wanderers. Well, we'll be the bad guys heading into that one for the season finale. Have a fantastic day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the penultimate episode of Season 4, where we'll see where we'll finish in the Premier League very soon.